All aspiring entrepreneurs, business owners, CEOs, and the like look up to well-established companies who are able to secure their position in the global market. If you happen to be one, then Colin Bryar's Working Backwards is a good read for you. In this book, we get to know the principles behind the huge success of Amazon, straight from their previous senior executives, who were able to closely work under the supervision of their CEO Jeff Bezos. This book shows how Amazon has created an organized system that worked effectively for them and guides readers on how to be an Amazonian. Here are the top 7 lessons we can learn from the book Working Backwards. Lesson 1. Focus on the target, the consumers. Amazon is obsessed with one thing, their customers. Whereas some companies become so obsessed with getting ahead of their competitors, this company focuses on the interest of their customers. They call this working backwards, and this is what they apply whenever they try to think of new ideas or concepts. This suggests that we have to picture out what our target consumers want, what kind of service they would want to experience, and then think of the steps to achieve it. Once this becomes clear, everyone in the organization would have a leveling off in terms of what should be accomplished, and would start working towards the same goal. Lesson 2. Think long-term. Aside from being obsessed with customers, companies should also adopt a long-term approach when thinking of new products. For instance, a demand for a certain product in the market today does not necessarily mean that the current demand will last for a long time. It could just be a fad, which will naturally die as time passes by. On the other hand, it's also possible that a low demand for a product at present will eventually prosper in the next 2 or 3 years. Thus, in thinking of new innovations, one should think of what the situation would be like years from now to know whether the idea is viable or not. Lesson 3. Ensure an effective hiring process. Amazon sticks to its own principles when it comes to making hiring decisions. This is based on the concept of raising the bar, which implies that they do not simply hire anyone who applies for the job. They make sure that they hire competent individuals who are really fit for the particular position. They also see to it that the quality of the applicants they are hiring today is better than the applicants they previously hired, or should be able to make a significant contribution to their existing pool of employees. The role of hiring officer is also crucial since they should be able to really administer the hiring process in a way that could help them identify the applicant with the most potential. Lesson 4. Delegate and empower. Amazon adopts what they call a single-threaded leadership. This means that for every project, they delegate one leader who shall focus on that project alone. Also, for every project, members are selected based on their expertise, and these members also work on a single project at a time. This is based on the notion that assigning more than one project to a person would affect one's focus, which would slow down progress, and that having a lot of people in a team might also lead to dependency. Thus, they train their teams to be autonomous so that they do not have to rely on other people or other teams to get their job done, and they could just focus on what they have to do. Lesson 5. Make use of the word. One unique practice in Amazon is that they do not use PowerPoint presentations during their proposal meetings. They say that presenting one's idea in a creatively designed presentation may lead the audience to become biased and focus only on how the message was delivered and not on the content. To remedy this, they require their employees to have their business proposals written in a Word document, which should only be around 4 to 6 pages long. They find this practice helpful, since the employee would really have to make sure that only the essential details about their proposal are presented in a direct, clear, and convincing manner. Lesson 6. Plant more seeds. With all the brilliant minds in a company, they may end up with several ideas. The book suggests that we should plant as many seeds as possible, since we do not know which among these seeds will bear much fruit in the future. It would be a regret for the company if they shelved a business proposal, which eventually turned out to be a big hit in the market after several years. Thus, companies should take time to really listen to ideas and invest in them. Lesson 7. Focus on what you can control. One thing that we should also remember is that not everything is within our control, and things may not go as planned. Companies may clearly know what they want to give their customers, but there might be setbacks along the way. When this happens, we're reminded to focus only on the things that we could control. We need to know what it is that we could do from our end, recognize our limitations, and see how it could be remedied. In conclusion, all in all, reading the book seems as if it walks us right into the halls of Amazon itself. Although Amazon is one of the top global companies, the book reveals that it also experiences the same problems any organization usually encounters, and this inspires other companies to carve their own success. Amazon was very clear with their identity, who they are, what they want, and how to get it. They were able to establish a structure on how to do things, based on their vision and principles, yet they did not fail to adapt to the changes they encountered along the way. Thank you for listening. If you like the book summary and you want to see more in this category, please like and subscribe so I can create more. You can also get a free copy of the entire audiobook by clicking the link in the description. Until next time.